Athletes, are we ready? On your mark. There we go. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, New York.
If I told you the crazy journey we've been on just to get to the start line at the New York City Marathon, you wouldn't believe me. So I'm going to show you. The craziness is that we qualified for this race in 2019, but COVID put paid to our plans, so we postponed the race for as long as we could, 2023. The only problem is we now live in Thailand, which is halfway around the world, or about 20 hours of travel to get to New York. And we're teachers, so we can't take all the holiday we want. So the reality was we had to leave Thailand Friday night, go backwards a day over the international dateline, land on Saturday morning at 11 after 25 hours of travel, collect race numbers and buy merch, go to bed, and here we are. Oh, and we fly home on Monday morning. Did someone say crazy? Okay, now I'm heading downhill. I can talk a little bit. And the plan, I've got 3 plans for today. Plan A, plan B, plan C. Plan A is to run a 2:48, which will be kind of in line with my training. Plan B is a PB, so anything faster than 2:55. Plan C, enjoy and finish, because look at that. New York City in the background. So I can't lose. Right, in all honesty, first 5k maybe a little too quick, 19:16, but there was significant downhill. Was keeping an eye on the heart rate, was no worries, zone 2, so we'll push on. I'll try and wind it back a little here. For the 10k, so managed to kind of slow it down a bit. I had a toilet stop just for a quick wee, which helped with the heart rate. So yeah, still all right. Every time I pick up the camera though, just cruise into zone 3 a little bit, so just got to keep an eye on that. All right, 58:45 for 15k. So I think I might have just about stabilised on that 5k, about just under 20 minutes, so we'll take that. Amazing support so far. Update before we go up this hill. I don't want to be talking going up there. About 20k in 1:19, so pretty much on target. Just got to maintain now. It is feeling a bit harder, but still all right.
just about on pace. I think maybe it was just over a 20-minute 5K there. But get this, just there, that's a guy that went to the same primary school in my small little town. And I've just been running with him for a second, but I didn't want to put him on camera, so I've let him do his thing. But how weird is that? How small is the world? Okay, 30K in 1:59, pretty much on the dot. So it's maintaining now, which is about as good as I've got. We know these last 12 kilometers, this is where the marathon starts now.
Now, this is where I've got to tell you that it went very wrong for me, because I managed to maintain just about to the 35 kilometer mark and I was still on course for the 2:48, but as we know, marathons don't work like that. And the hellacious climb up the side of Central Park had me going from on my limit to well and truly over. My body just said no at that stage and I went from sub 4-minute kilometers to nearly 5 on that climb. It could have been the intense 25 hours of travel, it could be the messed up body clock, or the going a bit too fast early on, and in truth, probably a combination of all of these. But the frustrating thing was that my heart rate never went high. My legs just weren't there at the end. The well was truly dry, but I did resolve not to walk and gutted it out. Was it my hardest ever marathon? Easily. I've never hit the wall before. Am I immensely proud of finishing given the circumstances? Definitely. These are lessons learned, and sometimes you gotta learn them the hard way. But I finished in 2:53.24, which is not the 2:48 I was aiming for, but it is still a PB. And ultimately, you should never be unhappy with running faster than you've ever run before over a set distance. So now we move to 2 ultras and then Boston Marathon. And stay tuned to the end of the video because I've got some training plans you might be interested for if you're training for that spring marathon.
Here she is, the 2 videos have come together. How are you doing?
Good, yeah, I am so happy with that. It was so tough, but I am chuffed a bit.
What was the final result?
I don't actually know what my time was, do you? Did you look on the tracking app?
No.
I wanted you to tell me. I've got loads of messages, but...
What is your time?
I don't know.
What do you think your time is?
3:23 something.
Okay, let's check. Hold up. Okay, we have now officially checked.
Found out my time now.
What were you?
3:23.
3:23.25. And I was 2:53.24 or something like that.
Yeah, I am so chuffed with that. It was so
you should
hard.
be, because that is like, if that's a flat course, you're running even faster. Yeah, we've picked up a bit of a cough.
I feel like something was pressing on my chest the whole way.
Yeah, I think maybe once we're having lunch we can pick this apart, but right now we got to hobble to go and get our clothes to get a bit warmer.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad actually. I'm not cold.
No, it's sunny, it's nice. So you could probably tell by the last 10 kilometers of the video that I was in so much pain. I forgot to even put the camera to my face when I finished, which just tells you that I really didn't expect the brutality of that last 7K. My body obviously was just struggling from the travel, but also the hills, and also I'd gone maybe a bit too fast early on, and it all just culminated in what I would say is quite a spectacular fall apart, but still managing to just scrape a PB. So I will take it. 2:53.24, and now it's time for one last thing in New York before we head home. Can you guess what it is? Ready?
I'm going to come to Shake Shack and have burger, chips and a vanilla milkshake because I've just run a marathon and I can. Now the thing is about the marathon is, as I said earlier, I cannot be disappointed because I ran a PB, even though I was on for way fast while I ran a PB still. It was a pretty brutal course, it really surprised me, so I'm going to come away feeling very happy that I ran the New York Marathon and that happened. We've got Boston Marathon next, and here's something I want to tell you very quickly about. We've created, if you want to train along with us for any spring marathon, so it could be Boston, but it could be Manchester, Brighton, London, Paris, there's a few in spring, I've created 3 training plans. One is for people that want to complete a marathon, one for people that want to run a particular time, and one for runners that want to run sub 3. All for the cost of less than a latte from Starbucks per week. And you get to check in with me and Mary every week, and you get to be put in a group with people running the same plan for the same race, and you get the race plan, which is 18 to 22 weeks. If you want to know more, then there is a link in the description for you to click to add to the waiting list to get information. As always, thanks for watching the video. It's so nice to meet all of you out there. We couldn't do what we do without you. If you like the video, you're probably going to like this one, which is when I ran slightly slower in Bangkok, but still a great experience. And actually, I'll see you tomorrow for Mary's race video.